Hello, everyone. My name's Josephine Roach, and I am a breast cancer advocate, a speaker, an author, and most importantly, a 6-year breast cancer survivor. I've been doing YouTube channel for a couple weeks now, and I'm sharing some of my cancer journey with you. And I hope that you can resonate with some of the things that I've been talking about. Today, I wanted just to talk about feelings and a lot of not just breast cancer, but cancer in general. When you hear those words, you have cancer. Number one, for me, it was shock. And then my mind went to, I'm going to die. And I know that wasn't something positive, but when you think of cancer, sometimes that's what you think of. And I was scared. I was very scared. I didn't understand what was to come because there was just so much information that was being thrown at me. And I wanted to soak up all that information, but also there was just this fear in me, and it was hard. But after I got the diagnosis, I sort of had to absorb it all. I had to take it in. I spent a lot of time alone trying to figure out my feelings because it is a roller coaster. The whole journey is a roller coaster from diagnosis to surgeries to treatment, then to the other side, and hopefully into survivorship. So, like I said, initially it was scary. But then as I got more information and understood things, it was more empowering because I knew what was going to happen. And then I also surrounded myself with a good group of people. They were my tribe, I call them, and they prayed for me. They sent me uplifting notes, texts. I would get little gifts here and there, which was just so thoughtful. And some of these gifts and messages and cards were from people I didn't even know. Maybe they were connected to my husband, maybe they were connected to another friend, and it just meant the world to me knowing that these people were thinking of me. So as that started happening, I started thinking, okay, this is all doable and I can get through this because I know other people have gotten through it. So it helped me to know that people were around me and supporting me. So support is so, so important in this journey. And if without the support, I think I would have looked at this cancer journey so much more differently. It would be a lot more lonely. And don't get me wrong, there are times that I was very lonely and felt almost helpless and hopeless. But a lot of times, because I had this support system around me, it sort of uplifted me and gave me hope. So I want to suggest to those who are a caregiver or a friend or supporting somebody who's going through cancer to think about some of these feelings I just told you, fear of the unknown, um, and understand that sometimes as the person who is diagnosed, you are angry. That's another emotion. You're angry. You're trying to understand why this could happen. And sometimes as a patient, you lash out at the people that you love the most, and maybe they don't mean harm, and actually they really want to help you. You are still angry inside, and sometimes you just lash out. So again, as a caregiver or a friend, understand that. And sometimes it takes time for the cancer patient to really feel okay with what's going on. So, really give that person some time to digest the diagnosis, to understand what the treatment plan is. And some ways of being supportive are just to listen. you have a friend or a family member going through cancer, sometimes they just want to talk and they don't want an answer. Sometimes there is no answer, but just having a listening ear and just having them talk to you can be helpful. And again, be patient with the cancer patient, because sometimes they don't want to talk. Sometimes they want to hold things in, but just know that you can tell them that you're there for them, and that when they're ready, you will be there and you will support them. And ways of support would be offering to go to a chemo treatment with them or to a doctor's office call with them. In previous YouTube videos, I talked about always bringing somebody with you to an appointment, because it's a second set of ears, and that's so helpful. Making meals. I had my sister, she would make a meal during my chemo treatment once a week, and that meal lasted, for 2 times for me, my husband and I, and that was just so helpful. Again, just sending a card saying that you're thinking of someone, or just sending them a text. Every Friday I had chemo. I had my cousin, who didn't live near. My cousin lived in Canada and I live here in the United States, and every Friday morning, right before my chemo, she would send me an uplifting note. And I look forward to those notes. And every single Friday, there was that note that really got me going. And I knew I could get through that treatment day because she gave me that note. So these are just some ideas. I sort of wanted to give you some ideas of, at the beginning, how a cancer patient may feel, and some ways that you can help, whether you're a spouse, a mother, a father, a sister, a brother, an aunt, an uncle, a friend. These are all ways that you can reach out to your loved one and help them. But also just remember, you have to give them some grace and some time, because they have to actually understand the diagnosis and sit with it before they can share or let other people in. So I just wanted to come on today to talk a little bit about those feelings, and maybe you would like to suggest things that were helpful to you, and you can write those things in the comments below. You can also write some of the feelings that you went through. Again, writing them in the comments below, because that can help other people. When yeah, I had that feeling. Yeah, I was scared at times. Yes, I was lonely. It makes you not feel different or alone. You go, wow, okay, so other people have felt these things, and I feel them too, so I know that this is ordinary. There's some days you're down in the dumps, and other days, you're happy. So I stress the importance of support. And if you can support that special loved one, I encourage you to do that, because it just means the world. It meant the world to me. And if my friends are watching this, or family members, thank you. Thank you for what you did for me. And the next time, you have a loved one or a friend or a coworker that gets a cancer diagnosis, think about some of these things that I said in this video, and know that that support can make all the difference. And sometimes just listening really helps. So I hope you have a wonderful day wherever you are, or an evening or an afternoon. And I hope to talk to you in the next video, where I will continue talking about my treatment, my chemotherapy. And if you like this video, go ahead and like it, share it, and subscribe to this channel. Thank you. Bye for now.